Hi, my name is Erica. I'm the owner of Permanent Makeup Aesthetics Clinic, and I operate Permanent Makeup Aesthetics Academy, where we teach modern permanent makeup techniques to students. Today, I'm going to showcase for you the video series diary for submissions to compete in the Skin Games. So today, we're going to perform our consultation, and for my clients, I have put together a binder to showcase every part of the treatment from contraindications, before care, after care, in discussing the proper technique, colors, and so forth. So we're going to get started with this. Okay, so Alana already submitted her form. There are no contraindications for us. She's not on any medication. She does not have any known allergies. And she has also submitted a consent form. So Alana, if you can just tell us a little bit about your motivation for NanoBrows for your eyebrows.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I use the Anastasia Brow Freeze, and I have to fill in my eyebrows every day. And it gets a little tedious. I travel pretty frequently, and I'm a very active person when it comes to golf, swimming, snowboarding. And so having a technique that's pre-applied where I don't have to do the full routine every day would be incredibly convenient, especially being on the go so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I think that NanoBrows is the perfect technique, and I've put together some sketches. So the technique we're doing today is going to be completed with a single needle. And what we're going to do is we're going to map and pre-sketch for you every hair stroke. This is to get that fluffy look, very natural look, and it looks as hair strokes or hairs. She has such beautiful eyebrows, but I think this will help her gain that fluffy look, fill in any sparseness in a really natural way that's not too artificial looking. All right, so now we're going to talk about color theory. And for nano eyebrows, sometimes it depends on the client. I can combine anywhere from 1 color, 2 colors to 3 colors, and we can play with colors in mixtures of mixing different colors in different cups or by layering colors. And for Alana and the look she's going for today, my plan is to mix 2 separate colors, and I will show you that in the performance video a little more clearly as far as how I'm going to apply the color. The colors I'm using today are iron oxide based. I actually purchased these colors from an artist I really respect, OMG Universe from Estonia. They are incredible. I really love how fast they absorb into the skin with this technique. And I also love how they look healed. I worry using carbon-based pigments with this technique, as what I'm seeing is they can cool down over time. So it's the only line I'm using for this specific technique. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
No? Okay. It is important to consider her undertones when we are choosing pigments. And if she was to have more redness in her skin or more sun damage in her skin, I would change the colors that I'm going to use. But she has, normal to maybe oily skin in the T-zone. I would consider her to be on the cooler side. Somewhat on the cooler side. So I'm going to use a little bit of a warmer tone for her today. So the next thing I want to talk about is the inflammatory response. And I have this really cool photo printed for clients to look at. The pigment goes into the skin and it elicits a response from the body. And it's called an inflammatory response. And what this looks like is swelling, inflammation, redness. It's all normal. It just varies based on the person along with the amount of trauma that's being caused to the skin. It is why I prefer this technique, because it protects the integrity of their skin without causing too much damage in comparison with other techniques on the market. And also the retention rate is pretty awesome. It's not as patchy, and I've seen results last for many years. So I'm really excited to provide this for her today. I did let her know there is a touch-up follow-up required. I will see her anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks after, and I pretty much pre-schedule these for all of our clients. So the last thing I want to go over is the aftercare and the healing timeline. I print these out for my clients because it can be an emotional roller coaster for them to experience this result as it's changing in their living skin. At first, it will appear much darker and bolder as blood rushes to the surface and oxidation is happening with the color. And as the tissue regeneration process occurs, there will be shedding of the upper epidermal layers. In addition, the color can look patchy. And then as the tissue regenerates, it will become less patchy, but it can take up to 6 to 8 weeks for us to see the final result of what we do today. So I have them leave this in the bathroom. We also leave this on our website so that they're informed and they can just prepare about how they should be feeling and not panic internally. The back side of these sheets has the aftercare instructions. I will go over this verbally with Alana, and then I will give her a copy for her to take home as well. In our state, we live in Colorado and it is a very dry climate. So what we do is we also provide ointment for our clients. Now this can change based on the environment and the climate people are living in, but for us it is a requirement. So we use Aquaphor or Tattoo Goo, and we ask them to apply this in small amounts, only morning and night, the day after the treatment. Okay, so the technique we're using today is the single needle, and I did make this video for her to see a little bit more about what's involved, and I will showcase this for you in the performance video as well. But what we do is we pre-draw every hair stroke, and what I'm going to do is use the single needle with a technique to create these fluffy hair strokes, and we will begin at the back end of the eyebrow, moving our way towards the bulb of the eyebrow, but she will have a chance to approve the design during the mapping portion of our appointment today. So this is Alana with her eyebrows with brow gel and color, kind of how she likes to do them every day. So what I've done is I've created this rendering in Procreate. It's one of my favorite softwares to use, and I use this for a lot of my appointments with clients. What we have done is started mapping her eyebrows before I see her to check for symmetry issues, along with making sure the tails of her eyebrows don't go lower than the bulbs of her eyebrows. And I've started to measure with her pupil distance, to measure her arch point, and from this cartilage at the bottom of her nose to measure the tails of her eyebrows. And then I've started to shape a rough shape of the eyebrows, and I will do this today in the mapping portion of my video series. And it looks like a harsh shape like so, but what we're going to do is only apply hair strokes within this shape. So what I've done is I've created a rendering to showcase on one eyebrow. So I'm trying to see how she likes them done, but also go with the flow of her natural hair growth to create something that's going to fit seamless with her natural eyebrows. And so you can see I did this rendering on just one of her eyebrows so that we could compare. So you could see it's a bit of a difference from even where her makeup is.